Okay, so now we're going to start on with part 2. Go to the next area. Got a few things to do before that, though. First, we'll talk to one of our new friends. And every time we get a cultist, we're going to send them somewhere different. Might as well go to the cellar. I don't think it really matters, but what do I know? Critter we're not going to scare off by saying, join the cult. And then let's head back out to archive again. Alright, more and more. And the last thing we can do is go visit the cultist. Maybe. Okay. Alright, I think that's everything. Am I in a little loop here? Never mind. I'm not tired. Oh, might as well show this letter. Oop, wrong way. Okay, so we'll do Valecrest pretty quick. I think this is probably the longest area in the game. But we'll zip right through it. Alright, so kind of awkward how to get past this part. We gotta kind of jump on top of it. Hop in, loser, we're going to Valecrest. Alright, so like I said, we'll just kind of zoom through this area. I think it's fairly long, probably the longest area, maybe tied with the next one. But we're introduced to two new powers. First we have Grapple. The second we have is Yoink. Both pretty self-explanatory, don't really need to go too much in depth there. Grapple can be a little finicky, so if you're ever having trouble, I guess the best advice I can give you is try and look for that green pointer, because that's always going to imply you can land safely, whereas the red not so much. You can get to spots that are a little higher with the red, but it might be a little more difficult. Okay, we got some townspeople. I'm not going to go talk to them though. A little preview of what's to come. But now we're going to zoom through because this is a pretty long section. Alright, so with the block, we have two new features with this. If we amplify that, it'll just go straight up. You can kind of use it as a platform. And then the other feature is, I'm going to call this the doppelgangers or the copies, whichever. If we use imbue, we're going to make two copies that really can't interact much beyond that. One thing to note though is that if you try to amplify the box on top of the doppelgangers, it's not going to work. Okay, before we continue on the main path, let's go get some Apocrypha. This is a tough one to find. This took me a while. Took me a while even with some hints. Okay, so we're going to climb up that lamppost using this as a buoy, and then we're going to jump over to this ledge right over here. Once we're over there, let's hop to the next ledge. And then we'll just continue with the main path. Oh, this switch is going to be needing to press that down a little harder, so instead of just one block, we just make the three. Make those copies. Alright, for this puzzle, let's raise this guy. Bring it back over with us. Reveal the beacon. Grapple with the beacon. This door can open, by the way. And we've got a little inspected note. Not an Acre, so I'm not going to go for it. Apocrypha, you know, whatever it's called. Alright, so let's yoink that block up here. And then I guess normally we could jump down and just kind of grapple up, but I'm going to try and hit it. Yeah, we got it. Okay. That's going to open this far door. Everything's in place, so see you later. Okay, hopefully you have the critter. We're going to say Captain on the bridge specifically here, so that he reveals another Apocrypha. So just a quick note, one thing I will say with the Apocrypha here is, like right now it looks like we missed one, but we actually didn't. They just unlock a little bit out of order, so don't panic as we go through if you do notice that. That'll happen to maybe one or two more, so just something to keep in mind if you're looking at your own Apocrypha. Okay, so we got another one coming up right here. We're going to take this block outside, ignore the puzzle. Got one ledge here. Oop, I bumped it. That's okay. We're going to climb up twice. Climb up 2 ledges. Oh, I got a little stuck there. Let's go a little bit out. Okay, and that should fill in. Yeah, that one fills in the slot that looks like we missed, but we didn't. Alright, now for the actual puzzle. Let's raise it up. Make some doppelgangers. Drop one. That'll open the door. And we're free to move on. Okay, so timings with the bomb jumps. I find counting to 9 is about the limit. I don't count Mississippi, so let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Okay. So right around that area, 8, 9, 10, depending on how fast you're counting. I'm just going to kind of ignore Strawhart, to be honest. I just want to run through this. Alright, so we're going to detonate this guy, launch it through the amplified panel, and that's going to knock down the tower. Yeah, area is pretty long, so I don't want to spend time talking to Strawhart. These cannons you can fire, which is pretty cool. A little bit of foreshadowing. But our friend is going to say hi to us. Just make sure we're out of the way. And we have a new friend that we're going to meet over here, but before we do that, 2 little secrets. First one, we get a glimpse of Valecrest in all its glory. And then if we walk out over here, we're going to come to a grave site. Here lies one of the 5, the lance. Okay, so to destroy it, I'm just going to amplify the cannon. Boink. So, water walking. Not quite as useful as hearing treasure. We're going to be able to walk on water for about 5 seconds until we can no longer walk on water. Yeah, so let's help out old Magar. No rush, he says. so we're gonna grab this box, hitch a little ride, bring it over with us. Now we'll grab imbue. We really just need a way to get imbue onto the other side. You'll notice this white fog. That's going to prevent us from using powers, so we're going to hitch around the old-fashioned way. Alright, now that we have imbue, we're going to yoink both of those switches. And if our timing's right, it'll unlock the door. And we're going to do some sneakiness over here, actually. So let's bring the box from that last puzzle and retrieve this. These cannons are going to fire if we move anything off, so let's make some clones and grab this guy. Also bring it over there. Alright, so normally we're just going to take a ride on one and flip the switch, but we're actually going to skip the next puzzle entirely. And if I could do this fast, it would probably save some real time, but... Okay, so that's our goal. We want to amplify one. Let's hit the switch just to make Magar go. And then we'll hop on this switch. And there we go. So I'm just going to wait for Magar to kick down the door to the next puzzle. I don't think it's really going to affect any sequencing, but I just want to be safe. So we should hear a sound. There it is. Okay, so this door is locked, so what we're going to do is just move a little bit towards this door, and that's going to trigger the next part of the puzzle. Can I bring this over? No. Okay, we got another cheap way of solving this guy. We're just going to yoink, grab this box, and just hop right on over. Okay, we should be in range of yoinking this switch. There we go, nothing to it. Let's fall down here. Alright, so now we've got part 2 of Valecrest. Valecrest is split into 3 parts, and we should be pretty good on everything so far. There are only 3 in that first area. So this here, the Undercroft, the first puzzle, is a little unusual. I think it's the only scenario in the game where a puzzle like this comes up. But what you're going to want to do is look over here and see how the structure is placed. You've got 2 blocks on 2 sides, and then this one straight up. And our goal is, you can kind of see it's floating there. Yeah, our goal is to just recreate that on this side. So we'll make that box go up. We'll amplify it. And there should be, yeah, should be 2 blocks around. We'll reconstruct that puzzle. For that. Yep, once you hear that sound, the door is going to pop open. We'll be on our way. We got some spooky ghosts if you blow up these crates. Just don't disturb the dead. There is a little room over here. One thing to inspect. No Apocrypha here. Alright, so this puzzle, we're going to yoink this guy, set him down on the switch. That's going to cause a center platform to eventually pop up. Takes a second. And then we're going to have a little race against time. Let's bring this box, set it on there. Now the door is open. And we'll grapple on over. Okay, I think there's some more citizens over there if you want to take some time to talk to them. Alright, now the path through the game, the correct way is to go through this vent right here, but we have another secret. It's kind of hard to see, but there is a door at the end of this little path. Let's go ahead and take that. And this is going to lead us to another secret puzzle. A named secret puzzle. The Vault of the Sunless. Now this, honestly, I think this is the toughest puzzle in the game, especially at this point in the game. I think I'd be willing to bet that if people were having trouble with particular puzzles, it would be this one, and then maybe one towards the end of the game as well. Just a brief explanation of what's happening. We can't use our powers in here. The white fog is enveloping us all the way through until we step on the switch. The switch is going to do two things. It's going to activate an altar and allow us to use our powers. That's going to apply for the second switch as well. It's going to bring this one, and we can use our powers. The other kind of weird tidbit is, let me grab a pumpkin. If we activate both switches, we're going to be back to square one, but both altars will be up at least. So kind of a weird dynamic. Let me just show you the setup of how we're actually going to solve this. So first we'll grab a pumpkin, we'll leave it right here. It doesn't matter which pumpkin you grab. And then we'll head over here and use the other pumpkin to place that in the altar nice and gently. The thing about this altar is that when it descends, it's just going to descend. There's no water or anything. So once we do light it, it's going to stay there. We don't need to worry about water destroying the flame or anything like that, which is not true of the other altar over there, which makes this a little complicated. So just let's put that back. Alright, and this is the setup that we're shooting for right now. We want one pumpkin on this altar, doesn't matter which one, doesn't matter which pumpkin that is, and we want one pumpkin on that furthest most switch, the center one, so we can use our powers. Now we have access to both altars. This one is a little bit lower, but that's okay, and the other one is set up. So once we have this set up, one more time to look at it, pumpkin there, pumpkin on switch. We're going to do a little race against the clock. So first, let's get our grapple activated. We'll detonate that pumpkin, head on over to this side, step on the switch, and then toss that pumpkin over while we're standing on the switch. So we're still able to use our powers there. And that's it. Nothing to it. And our prize is going to be a lore-filled Apocrypha. And you know what, we're going to use the same trick as we did in the last secret puzzle, where we just kill ourselves, save some time. Unfortunately, we have the amazing ability of walking on water, which is going to prevent our death for a few seconds. And we're good to go. So now we'll continue with the game. Let's hop in the vault. And we're going to look for a beacon that's rolling right here. Just activate our grapple. Head out to the right. Okay. Should be a door immediately on our right. Engraved cutlass. The next Apocrypha. That's about it for this section. We got one more thing. If you notice this little symbol here, that means cultist. So there is a cultist there. There is a way that we can go around, I guess, the quote-unquote proper way, but we can do it an even easier way. Make sure you don't destroy this barrel. If you do, I'll just go the normal way. But you should be able to just climb over. It might take a few tries. Yeah. And there we go. We got our second cultist. Excellent. Nothing personal, kid. Alright, and there is a switch over there, so we can just easily get back out. And if we are looking for the proper way to do it, we can head over here, jump on these guys with the box. I'm not going to demonstrate, but pretty straightforward from there. Just hop on over. Alright, before we solve this puzzle, we got another secret. Use the old lamp trick. Not an Apocrypha, but nonetheless, a cute little secret. Of course there's a sewer level. Of course. Alright, so let's push down that switch with the clones. Let's die really quick. All intended, obviously. Okay, let's push down that switch. Let's not die real quick. Clap it away. And vent all the water. Alright, so down on this part, same thing. Plop down the switch. We'll wait for a fireball here. Now the doors are unlocked. We can go straight through. And we got a fun little section here. Fun little escape. Water's going to be rising. If you have the water walking, this is going to make this much easier, even though it's already pretty simple. Honestly, just take your time grappling up. Look for those white points. And you really shouldn't have any difficulty if you're just keeping pace. Once we get to the top, yoink the pumpkin and blow up an exit for us. There we go. Nothing to miss in there, no secrets. So just concentrate on grappling up. Alright, and on to the third and last part of Valecrest. Alright, good old Megar. I think we're going to see old drumsticks now, speaking of which. Okay, we lost the music, unfortunately. I like the Valecrest music. No matter. Alright, so we've got an elevator here. Let's climb on up. Well, not climb on up, let's ride on up. And we've got another secret Apocrypha right here. So let's activate this elevator, but not ride it. And we're going to jump on top of this elevator. And I think we can jump over here. Might not be able to make it. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's try that again. This time we'll do it a little bit more proper. The classic Dark Souls. This one took me a while. Tough to find, but it's a cute one. So let's bring this one back up so we can activate this side, and then we'll have a much easier time hopping over there. There we go. Alright, is this another one? No, this one is not out of order. Okay, and to get back there is actually another elevator in here. We give access to a secret citizen too. And we'll just destroy these boxes. Head back into the bank. Now we'll go up the proper way. And I'm getting really bummed out by the lack of music, so I'm gonna restart from the last checkpoint. Should be right here. Yeah, okay. Much better. Okay, so we'll take this box first, press down the switch. Gain access to a fourth box. A dream come true. Bring that to the other side. Okay, so we'll keep that pressed down. We do have one little secret over here we can look at. Hard to spot. We got some shinies coming out here. Not an Apocrypha, but still something to look at. I don't think I can grab this for whatever reason, yeah. But just something funny. I think this wall actually doesn't have a hitbox last time I checked, so let's see. Hey, it's still there. Nice. Okay, so let's bring the box back. Do some fanciness here. Okay, so first, let's clone it. And then we're going to take the main box, stick it on this switch. That's going to activate part of the platform, and also close the door. So a little paradoxical, I guess. Alright, now we're going to take two boxes, doesn't matter which. And we're going to climb with one box on top of the other, and activate that switch to raise the other part of the platform. Okay, and then we can put this one back, might make life a little easier. And we'll go to the end, the door is still shut, so let's just look back and amplify that box so that it springs up and leaves the switch. Then inside here we have a pretty obvious defined cultist. Not too hidden. Calm down. Okay, and that's 2 cultists for Valecrest. So we got a total of 3 buddies now. A little preview over there. Okay, for this puzzle, put this on the switch, rat it on up. Hop over and then clap. Okay. Jump on over. We're gonna go in that door, but first we have another Apocrypha over here. Playing pickup sticks with humans. Alright, so it's kind of a goofy puzzle here. Let's place that on the switch. Hop on out to this guy, and if we jump, we should just barely see a beacon. Make sure we can grapple that. And then we're just going to kind of drag this guy with us to the very top. Toss this over, and we'll just press on the switch. There we go. Alright, I have grapple. Alright, so now we're gonna try to time this right. It can be a little finicky. That was weird. Okay, and we'll head up here. And we'll jump down the side. Continue on. Alright, so this is the main path, but before we do that, we have another little extra. And are we... Yeah, we're kind of off again here with the Apocrypha, but we haven't missed any, so don't worry. And there's our friend. And not just our friend, a friend for our friend. Another critter. So let's solve this pretty simple puzzle. Yeah, that's not really what I wanted to do, but... Oh god, what am I doing? Honestly, I forget how to solve this one properly. Alright, so we're gonna raise him. There we go. Pardon me. And it's love at first sight, how beautiful. I, for one, can't wait to see the fan art that comes out of this. Who knows, maybe I'll add a little bit myself. That should unlock an achievement as well. I guess he feels a little shameful in the timeout corner. We're thinking the same thing as me. Okay, then we'll hop back down the elevator. Let's see if there's any secrets down here. Nope, no secrets. Just thought I'd check. Why not? Check the top too. Because that's what life's all about. Ah. So it's kind of hard to... Whoa. Any secrets? Any spookies up here? I know I said I wasn't going to get sidetracked, but... I guess it's actually lost forever since there's no other switchover. Well, it's been fun, critters. Well, I guess they're okay if they're still down there. And so this is just about the last part. We got a few things to do before we launch ourselves over. First thing, you can kind of see a lit area up here. That's our first goal. Let's get that sweet spot. Yep. Alright, that should fill in the missing one. Yeah, that fills in the missing one, so we're good from there. I believe that is all the Apocrypha for this level. One more secret, however, is we have a little opening. Let's check this out. Strawhart doesn't like that we're over here. That's a good sign. Alright, so this puzzle, each of these switches is going to send us away but activate some of the fire. The most difficult part about this puzzle is realizing that there is a ladder right there. So let's go do that first. And then the way we're going to solve this is we're going to time our clones hitting the two switches with us hitting this third one. So bam, bam. Now we're good. And this is a special item. This is the Cipher of Valecrest. Small disclaimer, the Cipher of Valecrest currently does not cipher anything. Something that will hopefully be fixed in the future, that I'm guessing will lead to some kind of true ending. So for right now, spoilers, we only have one ending that we're going to be able to get that is currently programmed into the game. I don't know why I brought that. Took me a while to trigger that dialogue, though. Took me a while to feel the shame of my actions. Alright, and that's more or less it. We're gonna keep grapple on. And then launch ourselves over here, grapple onto this spot right here. Might take a few tries, yeah. Yeah, as we've seen, grapple can be a little finicky, but, you know, we're never too far behind, so no big deal. Oh man, this is... I'm struggling right now. Alright, a little goofy, but it's alright. There's two entrances, one down that way, one over here. It doesn't really matter which one we take though. Alright, and this is about the end. There is the piece of Strawhart's soul. One little secret to look at first though. Let's talk to Magar too. Near as I can tell, as Strawhart sits on the edge right above him. Alright, yeah, one tiny little secret here. We're going to send the elevator down. It should go... Oh, it doesn't go below us. Huh. Maybe I jump down. Yeah, okay, so we can jump down here. And there's a door here. But the door is sealed shut. Too bad. Too bad, so sad. Yeah, I was told whatever's in there is kind of glitching out, so it was removed from the game, so... just a fun little thing to look at. Alright, and we have a little foreshadowing of the boss here. If you were exploring near the bridge, you would also find a cannon like this. This one doesn't explode until we put some ammo in it, and that's what was glowing back here in this room. So let's grab this and blow it up. And that's about it for Valecrest. There's a boss coming up with Old Drumstick, but actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video right here, the walkthrough of Valecrest, and start a new one for the boss, because Old Drumstick is a piece of work. He can be a little challenging, a little bit tough. I really just don't want to have, you know, 20 minutes of trying to battle him on here, and I don't really feel like editing it either, so I'm just going to make that a separate video, the boss battle with Drumstick. So keep watching, you'll find that, and then we'll move on to part 3. So let's do that.